I really can't explain it. It all happened so fast. Too fast. Just as everything is perfect. Just as everything is okay. And to have that taken from you. I suppose that's what happens when you feel relaxed and safe. You let your guard down. You don't think. Even though I wish I hadn't. I try not to give myself a hard time about it. It's not like there was anything I could do. There was nothing anyone could have done to prevent it. It just happened. But I guess that's just life for you. It came in the air. No one ever found out where from. It was just small doses at first, only affecting people with weak immune systems or poor health. People would notice their loved ones slowly becoming more and more irritable until one day they would suddenly lash out and were able to stop. This is what caused the riots. People started to panic, and as soon as it started to affect more and more people, everybody started to get scared. Everyone was confused. You couldn't tell whether the person next to you was infected or just plain afraid. Humanity had turned into a species of savages, and civilization had been nothing but a thing of the past. Then the masks were introduced. Luckily, whatever was in the air was thick, like dust or spores, meaning that your average respirator would do a good enough job of ventilating out the disease or the virus or whatever the hell it was. But even then, when people started to hope once more that life would be sustainable, they had it taken away from them. Humans are animals, and just like any other animal or living thing on Earth, no matter how much we'd hope for civilization, survival and greed always take over and become first priority. People became obsessed with stealing and finding undamaged food or water, even if it meant going as far as killing another man or child. Most of it was either burned or polluted from all of the rioting and mayhem following the discovery of the sickness in the air. And some were even afraid of finding food or water contaminated by the disease. This is why sometimes people would group up, pair up, and gang up against the weak. Some are lucky. Some aren't. Even people with the biggest morals and hearts were forced to stoop to the low level of killing others if it meant surviving. Even after only 3 years, it already seems as though there is no longer need for the virus. Even if by some amazing coincidence the sickness left the air, we would breathe normally once more, no one would even notice. No one would even care. The virus has done its work, and the human race is no longer as we once knew it to be. All of us are damned to hell. It shouldn't have happened to her. She never did anything wrong. I shouldn't have left her behind. Those are only a few of the things that I used to tell myself for the first few months of departure. But now I just think she's better off where she is. Anywhere would be better than this wasteland. The things I've seen, the things I've been through, the things I've had to do. I suppose I'm no better than the rest of them now. Except for one thing. I'm determined to find a cure for this fucking pernicious epidemic. This leads me to where I am now. Surviving and searching. That's all I do. And that's all I have done for so long now. Some days are easy. They just consist of long walks to find somewhere safe to stay for the night. But some days are terrible, consisting of running or even having to fight my way out of a situation. Survival, at its finest. There are never any friends out here. They're all just too afraid. Of course, that includes me. You'd be mad to trust anyone at these times. Mad. And I mean anyone. I prefer to take my victims out silently, rather than by brute force or cunning. It's simple, and you'd always have a chance against someone then. If they were sleeping, then I'd just let them be. I'd take what I need and leave. They wouldn't last more than a few days out there with no equipment, weapons, food, water. Not even that. Barely any time at all. But if they're awake and alert and you're desperate for food, then you can't take any chances. It's either you or them. I remember that one. It's almost like it was just yesterday. I've had a lot of close calls. A lot of them. I've been doing this for 3 years. Hell, I don't even know how many years. Seems like a lifetime to me. Ever since I lost her. But I don't give in. My name's Damon, and I'm a survivor of the apocalypse. And I'm determined to find a cure and survive this until the end.